All right, good evening, everyone. This is Joe Henches with Beyond the Chart, and this is a market update for, I guess, our half-day trading session on Friday, which is Friday the 29th. So, thought I'd go ahead and take a snapshot here, and wanted to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. We'll kind of get to that, but let's take a look at the Dow Industrials. It didn't do a whole heck of a lot today, up 24 points. We're tight. You could see these three small dojis. Now, I don't know if you'd call this one a doji, but it's a very small trading range bar. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, I think we're kind of in this little fifth wave scenario. We're getting some divergences in here, and I really thought we were going to roll over at one point today. The way it was acting, I really thought it was about to roll over, but they don't want to ruin Thanksgiving, so they just kind of held it up there. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, S&P 500, same scenario. Again, really, really tight. Matter of fact, the trading range on the S&P 500 today was the narrowest range, like 5.5 points in the last 7 days, and actually longer than that. So you know what? Who was it? Tony Crable, if that was the guy's name, he should call it an NR7 day, narrowest range day in the last 7 days. So when you look at compression and expansion, we're getting the compression right now. So usually compression is followed by expansion, just like this. So it'll be interesting to see what we get in here, given that we're a little bit extended. But everything's bullish, and we're getting some of those things coming around. So. And we've had some stocks correcting. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Boy, the Nasdaq's starting to push, and I'm really starting to think that we may be getting this whole thing where the channel shifting. It's too early to say that, but I'm kind of wondering, are we getting into an acceleration mode and breaking out of this channel and getting into a sharper channel? So. Again, it really is too early to determine that, but it's something about this kind of action that's kind of interesting, and we'll see how this plays out. I want to go ahead and take a look at, in honor of Black Friday, which those of you outside the United States, you probably are aware, maybe not. Black Friday, they call it Black Friday because of the big shopping. Everybody tries to get out really, really early, and of course now all that is spilled over into Thursday evening on Thanksgiving Day. People are keeping the stores open. The shopping, starts 6 p.m. Thursday night and all that good stuff. So we got Black Friday and I guess Cyber Monday on Monday. So let's take a look at Apple and Amazon. And Apple had one heck of a day today. I think it was up 12 and a half points. So I talked about Apple back on November 10th. And my scenario on this really hasn't changed, although it kind of dogged it a little bit here for a couple of weeks. Kind of up and down, and now it's popped in, going again. I still haven't changed this perspective. I think we're in a retracement. We've had some big move up here to the peak back here in September 2012, and that was 5 major waves up, and so now we're correcting. And I think we've had this first wave down, which I call an A wave. I'm expecting an A, B, and C. And let me get my little marker out here. I mean, this thing, is kind of like this. And then we're expecting this B wave. And then after the B wave, I'm expecting this in terms of a correction. So the real question is, what are we going to get here in terms of the B wave? Let me get rid of that and blow this up a little bit. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Here we go. If we got A, B, and we'll have C out here, okay? So if C from here to here will be C is equal to A, I should get the marker again. If this move is equal to this move, I'm expecting it to be right up here in this 570 to 572 area. That's where I expect this to. Let me just put that out here. It's really hard to print with these markers. 573, let's call it. Okay, that's the best guess for now, and it'll put it right near the top of this. You know, this whole thing is a declining wedge. All right, and when you come out of declining wedge, you come down at least to the bottom, and I'm expecting it to go lower than that. So right now, I'm not worried about where's the projection about how low. We're just worried to see, do we get the fifth wave, which is the last wave of the corrective wave here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's what we're looking at, and we're starting to get the good moves. It ought to be the push up, and so we'll see if that doesn't continue. So let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon has had a heck of a move also, and I think what's been it's been a little difficult to figure out where the, have I got that on arithmetic, or yeah, I do. Let me go back to semi-log just to kind of help with the picture a little bit better as you start to stretch longer term. Okay, I think Amazon has had, when you look at its entire history, it's probably better if I go to weekly. At the big move up to the Y2K, then we've had the major correction when the dot-com bubble burst. Now we've had 1, 2, and we're in this third big major wave. Okay. Well, within this, well, in the third major wave has got these 5 primaries. This is a primary: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. My best guess, okay, is that we are in the 5th primary move of this third big wave. And so if you go back, you start to look at this and you say, okay, we're looking at this wave here. It's a little tough to look at some of the waves in this thing because it's just a little hard to decipher. But one thing that's kind of clear to me is this last 5. I mean, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a flat. This is a zigzag. Okay, they alternate between 1, 2, and 4. So I think we are in the final stages here of this 5th wave move. So the real question is, where does it stop? And don't really have an answer on that. You know, at this point, it could really continue to push. It looks like 1 and 2 were, or 1 and 3 were fairly equal. If we do a quick, let me do a quick comparison of 1. Actually, that didn't do it very good. Let me delete. Let me try that one more time. A little hard to do when it's this tiny. 1, 2. Okay, 3 was about normal, and 161.8%. That's considered normal, so it really didn't extend. Okay, so that means that the 5th wave has the ability to potentially extend. Okay, so if we then stretch to the top of 3, come to the bottom of 4, we're looking at a minimum up here at 61 point. We're probably around, what is that, 3, let me see if I can blow that up a little bit better. 397 at a minimum, and then if it equals, then we're up in the 430, so up 400 plus. So we could really get a push, final push in this 5th wave. That's my best guess, best estimate on Amazon right now. So it looks like between the two of them, we still got some momentum in both of them. This one's a little bit more, well, I guess they're both got some last legs to them. So it'll be fun to watch and see what happens here. Anyway, that's it for the update this evening. I want to wish everyone a really happy Thanksgiving here in the United States, and everyone else around the world. I hope you have a chance to get some downtime and relax, and you know, really enjoy family and friends also over the next few days and into the weekend. So this has been Joe for Beyond the Chart. Thanks for stopping by, and we will talk to you Saturday and Sunday. Take care. And go Cowboys. Go Dallas Cowboys.